So, welcome to Tech Ed 2009. What's your name?
Alan White.
And you're an MVP in?
I'm a SQL Server MVP.
SQL Server MVP.
I've been for 2 years now.
For 2 years, wow.
I'm hoping, crossing my fingers for July.
Cross fingers. So your renewal date's in July?
Yes.
So we'll hopefully it'll be a good summer for you.
I'm looking forward to it.
So what's your favorite part about being an MVP?
My favorite part about being an MVP is really the interaction that I get with the product group and the other SQL Server MVPs. We have the news groups, the MVP news groups. The SQL Server MVP news group is really active, and it's a special community. I mean, I've been to the MVP Summit a couple times, which is an awesome experience.
Yes.
The SQL group seems to stick together exclusive of the overall MVP program. It's like this tight little community.
It's the Cool Kids Club.
It's the Cool Kids Club, yeah. And the people whose books and articles that helped get me to where I am are now my friends.
Yes.
And I spend social time with them. It's a great experience. But the other thing is in the forums, the development team comes in and answers questions. So when something is really confusing, they'll actually go in and look at the code and come back and tell us what's going on, and so that we can then share that back out with the people.
So you get to interact not only with folks at Microsoft, but you interact in the community.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
We get the best of both worlds, because we get the people who don't work for Microsoft who can be a little bit more objective about things. We get the people from Microsoft that can look into the code. Through the MVP program, I've gotten to know quite a number of the people in the dev team for SQL Server. And what I've found is they're just amazingly dedicated. They absolutely love doing what they do. And I couldn't have known that otherwise. You know, Microsoft is this big black monster up in Redmond that nobody knows anything about. And I've gotten to know the people inside.
There's faces behind all those emails and all that code.
Awesome people.
Yes.
They're just absolutely amazing people.
That's great.
But yeah, the MVP forum, the summit, and the MSDN subscription is great. You know, they give us an MSDN subscription, so I get to actually use the products. I don't have to, worry about the expiration dates on evaluation editions and such like that. So, and then I get to share that with my community.
Yes.
I blog, I write articles. I've got chapters in a couple of books that are coming out this summer. I just, here at the show, I contracted for two additional books that publishers want me to write.
Very good.
So through those venues, I get to share what I've learned about the product, and then also I bring that back to my user group in Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. And I stay active as a leader of my user group and bring content to them, so that people in Cleveland get an opportunity to learn what I've learned, or through my contacts and that.
So it's leveraging the power. I mean, for every hour that somebody spends with you from Microsoft, maybe that's providing 4 or 5 or 10 hours out in the community of value, which is that's very cool. Sure. Yeah. Sure. So you said you run a user group.
I'm a leader of it. There's no really central person that runs it. It's kind of there's a company called Bennett Adelson. They're a consulting firm in Cleveland, and they host the meetings at the Microsoft office in Cleveland, and so it's just kind of this partnership, and we come in together, and I'm usually speaking every couple of months, or involved in helping get speakers for the upcoming meetings.
So I take it you write books. You must like writing.
I do.
You speak. You must like speaking.
I absolutely love speaking. I didn't get a chance to speak here at Tech Ed. I had a couple sessions at last year's Tech Ed. I've spoken the last 4 years at PASS, the PASS conference.
Yes.
Last year it will be in Seattle in November this year. So the PASS organization is a great organization as well. For purely SQL Server content, I think that's probably the best place to go. Tech Ed's got some great sessions. There was one that Adam Mechanic did yesterday that was absolutely awesome. The best presentation I've ever seen. Really gave me a lot of insight into what was going on. That was here at Tech Ed. I'm hoping he's going to do that again at PASS.
Yes.
So it was a great session. But PASS, but I love getting up and talking to people. You know, the more the merrier. Give me a crowd of 200, 500 people. It's like, this is great.
Yeah. Well, it's the passion, right?
Yeah.
You obviously have passion for what you do, and sharing that passion is something that a lot of MVPs enjoy. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's part of what makes us MVPs, is that we're actually going out and helping people. No, there's other people who are MVPs who never get up on stage, which is fine. You know, they're answering questions in the forums and helping people figure out how to do things that way.
Yes. So cool. So what is your very favorite piece of new technology? Maybe something you saw here at the show this week, or something you've seen outside of the show?
There are so many cool pieces of technology, it's really hard to nail down one. Within the SQL Server arena, which is where I focus my attention, I would have to say it's probably the new administrative tool set that they've incorporated into SQL 2008, which includes like Performance Data Warehouse, where instead of having to figure out as a DBA what is it I'm supposed to monitor, I don't know. Okay, I mean, they've built it for you. All you have to do is go through the wizards and build the Performance Data Warehouse, and then set up data collection on all your servers, and now you start getting reports. And when a user comes and says, "Oh, the server's performing badly," well, when? Oh, a couple days ago. Well, I can go back to a couple days ago and actually drill into the reports and maybe see the queries that were running at that point in time, and maybe figure out what was going on. So that's probably the biggest Performance Data Warehouse feature of SQL 2008.
Very cool. So it's great to interview today, and thank you for coming out.
Sure, thank you.